of the month for October. Patriarchy among all this. It's not your choice. It's our choice. Amiyar. That's not how we address in Tamil Nadu. And they're talking about Hindi movies and they don't do that. So, I'm so sorry. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to talk about the book of the month for the month October. So I have the book right in my hand, The Daughters of Madurai by Rajasree Variyar. So this is the book of the month for October. Before I start, talking about the book itself, I'll give you a small intro about the book of the month. Book of the month is a series of videos I've been doing for this year 2024, where I'll be reading a book for each month, so that it's like 12 months, 12 books, 12 different genres. I'll be exploring a lot of different genres this year because of this, and I'll be posting videos on that. So like I said, this is the October book, and is it worth it? Do you read it? Okay, let's get to the point. I would recommend you to read this book for the point it brings out to the world, that is female infanticide, which was very much prevalent in South India, especially Tamil Nadu, especially Madurai, Usilampati, where the story, a part of the story is set in. Usilampati is like a township near Madurai, and it's infamous for the female infanticide, and it was like always on the news or whatever. So why is this book talking about that? This book connects Janani, who's from Usilampati, and Nila, who's currently from Australia. So it intertwines like both of their story, and it connects their story in a way that you keep wondering like how will this story end, because these two are not like irrelevant characters. Janani is Nila's mom, and we get to know Janani's past and Nila's present, and like that's how the story goes. So it's not a new thing. We have read so many other stories like this. A Woman is No Man is somewhat similar to this, and I think like there are many other books like this. But of course, that doesn't make this book any lesser than the other books I've mentioned, because like it brings awareness to all the cruelties that happened here in the name of patriarchy. It was very much prevalent that state government had to launch new government schemes and all that. There are so many movies on that. Even a movie called Karatama was made on this particular issue. It's a Tamil movie made by Director Bharati Raja, and it was recognized nationally for the point it was putting forth in front of people. It was a very much very, how to put it, it was a very prevalent issue throughout most of Tamil Nadu, and even now, if man is giving birth, a male child is mostly preferred. So let me talk about my household. I am from a household where it's just me and my sister, right? So my mom never had a son. So of course it is probably a small interest to have a kid. Just a girl kid alone is not enough. A boy kid would make it up better or something like that. But I understand where she comes from, but still there's an underlying patriarchy among all this. Should be like when I tell my mom that in my future if I give a birth to my child, who when I address the child in a female pronoun, I always be like, why can't it be a boy or something? She's more excited to have a son or maybe a grandson now than having a granddaughter. So it's something that's of a nature for people here. I've heard it from so many people. Stories of people getting abortion. I'll even give you some personal story. I'm going to put it out here. Even I think there was a plan of getting abortion if it was female child or something like that. That has happened in our family as well. So like that thought process, it's very prevalent, mainly because of dowry and the wedding expenses that comes out for the girl child. That's one of the main expenses that is feared, but there are other expenses that are also feared. Like if you bring up a girl child, it's a little comparatively expensive compared to boys. So that is the main concern. major problem was to give dowry to the son-in-law when their daughter's getting married. So usually when they give dowry in Tamil Nadu, they give gold and money and all sort of things. So gold is like little too pricey, right? To gift your son-in-law with so much of gold, that's not ideal for a lot of families. So they feared that, and that's the main reason why they don't want to have daughters. Of course, this book addresses all that, and how social stigma is there when you have a girl child, and how people so easily commit female infanticide and not bat an eye. Like, it's so normal in Usilampati as per the story, or in real life. I have heard it. So it's very normal. And when you read about it, it's heartbreaking, especially from, the mother's point of view, who's like constantly thinking about, the children that are dead. Those children she was supposed to give birth and protect, they are dead because she couldn't get up. As soon as after giving the birth, she couldn't get up and go and grab her child. And even if she tried, slapped her to tell her that it's not your choice, it's our child, we don't want to have a girl child in our family, and they would have just grabbed the kid and went ahead with the female infanticide. So that's the scenario for the protagonist of the story, and that's how the story went for a lot of women in Tamil Nadu. It was painful to read about. It was like, it was close to heart, of course. And I really appreciate how this has been. This is the main plot of the story. I felt connected because of that. I wanted to appreciate the author and the way the story has come together, and the ending of how the mother shows her daughter what she has lost. That was good. I really appreciate some of the characters, like Janani is complex. She's a fighter, one hell of a fighter. There is Nila. She's always confused, but that's normal because like she doesn't know much about her own life. And there is of course Sanjay, and like everybody, like a lot of people are there in a memorable way. There's Priya Mai, who's very kind. So like the characters are wonderful. I'll say that, and like they are three-dimensional. Thank God. And there are like a lot of moral ethical doubts that's going on in the back of your mind when you read it. There are of course like doubts, why is this happening, is this okay, those kind of doubts are going on. That's what makes the book. So sometimes when you read a book, it might not be okay in your real life, but then when you read about it, it's like, okay, it's just a book. So that vibe is there. Of course, those are the things that came on top of my mind. But I have a rant. This is the rant part of the video. If the author Rajasree Variyar is watching this, forgive me. I am really sorry. And I'm really, really sorry. But I have to rant about this because I'm a Madurai girl myself. So, Madurai, right? I'm from there. I was born and brought up there. And it breaks my heart to read such misrepresentation throughout the book. What do I say? What do I even say? Like, it's frustrating. So, let me put it out to you guys, to all the NRIs who might watch this in future. We don't listen to Bollywood songs. We don't vibe for them. We don't have Bollywood songs playing in our hotels or whatever. We don't have that here. We listen to Tamil songs. If it is a place owned by a North Indian family, that might probably the case where they play, Bollywood songs or Punjabi songs or whatever. Even even in that case, they might probably play Tamil songs to comfort their customers who are majorly Tamilians. You don't expect Madurai, which is in heart of Tamil Nadu, which is not influenced by any other state. You can look it up in the map. Instead of Tamil song, you can't have Hindi songs playing in the background. That infuriated me. I'm really sorry if you're watching this, but that infuriated me. I'm really sorry, Rajesh, but that's not how it happens here. And I'll come to it. So we have two Malayali kids in 2019. Mind you, it's not even the beginning of 2000s or whatever. It's 2019. Two Malayali kids are talking about a Hindi movie. A Hindi movie. If you are well caught up to the Indian society now, you know that Malayalam movie is talked about throughout India. Everybody appreciates the industry, everybody appreciates how each Malayalam movie is very unique and wonderfully written. Like everybody appreciates those movies so much. Even in 2019, before lockdown, it was a little famous. Okay, I'll tell you, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. So after 2020, after the lockdown only, Malayalam movie got famous to the northern side of India. But Malayalam movies were famous in Tamil Nadu before that. These two kids are Malayalis residing in Tamil Nadu and they're talking about Hindi movies. That doesn't make any sense. I'll even give it as a benefit of doubt to that kid because maybe she personally likes Hindi movies and that's why they're talking about Hindi movies. Or she thinks her NRI cousin Nila doesn't know about Malayalam movies and addressing her, you know, did you watch this Hindi movie? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Even if that's the case, why would a why would a Malayali guy settle down in Madurai, Tamil Nadu, want to have a hairstyle like Shah Rukh Khan, who's not even, in the trend anymore? If it's 2000s or 1990s, people have wanted to have a hair like Shah Rukh Khan, like have a hairstyle like Shah Rukh Khan, that too with a gel or whatever. That would be the case in a decade earlier. Now they don't even care about Shah Rukh Khan in the hairstyle sense. I have never come across Shah Rukh Khan's hairstyle trending. I swear it. I have never come across that. And even if they would want to follow someone from Bollywood, they would follow someone who's relevantly new, right? Why would they follow Shah Rukh Khan's hairstyle when he's like a college kid or whatever? And there are so many other, Tamil, Malayali actors who are very good looking, who are well groomed, and their hairstyles are wonderful if you ask me. Why would someone who's residing in Tamil Nadu, who's, Malayali, want to dress up like a Shah Rukh Khan who's not relevant in Tamil Nadu or, or Kerala? Why would he want that? He would want to be like someone who's trending in the southern part of India, as in Malayalam actress or Tamil actress or someone Telugu or whatever. He would want that, right? So it was so unrealistic to read about that. Like it was unbearable to read. I'm really, 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 really sorry. Really sorry. It was unbearable. So please, 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 if you are watching this, if someone else is watching this, some other NRI person is watching this, we don't like Hindi cinema. 10 years ago, if they liked Hindi cinema, even 10 years ago, I was very much excited for Hindi cinema more than my Tamil movies or whatever. But now we know most of the movies are trash. Even a Hindi person to would agree to this, saying that Bollywood movies are trash nowadays, especially last 5 to 6 years. It's not up to the standard in any way. Songs are not original, story is not original, heroes are not original. Like, what the fuck is going on in the industry? Nobody knows, and everybody hates Bollywood movies. Not like if in 1 year there might be around one or two famous Hindi movies, just two or maybe maximum five. Only five Hindi movies are talked about in all over India. But on the other hand, Malayalam movies are much superior. Most of the Malayalam movies reach throughout India. Tamil movies, yes, of course, some of them do well and some of them like reach all over India. Even this year, 2024, Maharaja has peaked throughout India. Everybody has watched it. It's a Tamil movie, mind you that. Like, I am done with what I read. It was a horrible representation. You have said that you visited Madurai, you worked with people in Madurai to write the book, but please talk with people from actually from Madurai to understand what we like, as in Tamil movies or Malayalam movies, instead of some random Hindi movie or some random Shah Rukh Khan hairstyle. We don't want that. We don't like that. We have our own movies and our own heroes. Why would we follow them? Second question: why would you mess up so many relations and how you address them? Like, it's you want to translate in Google baby, you put baby and you get kulandai in Tamil. You use kulandai, don't do that. You say kulandai, please don't be like that. That's so I'm so sorry. That's so not it. That's so not how we address kids in Tamil Nadu. We address kids like Chellam, Kannu, Kannamma, Kanna. Like, that's how we address them in Tamil Nadu. We don't address Kulandai, Kulanda, Kulanda. That's not how we address Chutti, Kutti, Ammu. Those are the words we use to address kids. It's so weird to read Kulandai, Kulandai, Kulandai all over the book. Like, nobody talks like that in real life. That's not how it happens. And there is another word, Marumagal Mamiyar. So Marumagal is daughter-in-law, mamiyar is mother-in-law. So that's how Google Translate it give you, English to Tamil. But we don't address our mamiyar as mamiyar. That's not how we address. We address our mother-in-law as attai. Attai is majority of Tamil Nadu's way of addressing their mother-in-law. That's how it happens. I'm pretty sure in Usilampati also that's the norm. So when I read about it throughout the book, saying like mamiyar, my mamiyar, yeah, we use mamiyar to address the person as in the mother-in-law to a third person. Like I would tell my friend like my mamiyar came in yesterday. That is normal, but I won't go to my mamiyar and say mamiyar, shall I do this? Mamiyar, do I do this? That's not how I'd say. If I'm talking to my mother-in-law, I'd be like, Atta, can I do this? Atta, do you want this? That's how I address, not mamiyar. And it was so unrealistic to read about and infuriating because I'm done. And there are so many other relationship, wrongly addressed like that. How to say in certain word, if you're saying brother, you're misusing it in a some other way. There is this word called akka. Not everybody goes around calling people chechi. Chechi is just a Malayalam word. So there are other words as well, and you have addressed these words in your glossary. You have mentioned akka, but I didn't see much of it in the book, and so that thing very much infuriated me. Like I loved the idea, I loved how you've written the story, but please be mindful when you write books, especially you're not someone else, you're like one of us, you're someone who originated from India. So why would you mess it up? And I'm sure this book got so many recognition throughout the world, like people might have given awards and all that. I'm very much happy for you, but please don't do this kind of mistakes, because I really wanted to love this book. But the few things I mentioned now, it me so much made me like, it made me so feel so weird when I read the book that I couldn't make this my favorite book of the year. Why didn't have that opportunity? Because you could have done a better job at writing, those things which I mentioned earlier. I'm really sorry if I have hurt your feelings. If you're watching, I don't know if you're watching this, but if you're watching this, I'm really sorry. It's not that I want to, come at you or like point my fingers at you or like tell people like, look at this, it's so weird or funny. That's not my intention, but I do get mad when I don't see representation, people properly represented, and also when the person who's doing the job is also, connected to the POC, but they still manage to mess it up. Like it's Mindy Kaling. Yeah, I didn't want to brag Mindy Kaling, but she's also, known for that misrepresenting, and this is one such case. As much as the story was beautiful, as much as I loved Janani was my favorite. I I couldn't move past these mistakes I put forth, and otherwise the book was wonderful. If you're not from Tamil Nadu, you'll have a very wrong idea of Tamil Nadu. This is like that North Indian friend who thinks like, everybody knows Hindi because Hindi, in their mind, it's the national language of India. But it's not the national language of India, it's just official language of India. But they think that we should know Hindi because it's a national language. So this is the same mindset, because why would a Madurai hotel or bar or whatever, an outing place in Madurai, play Hindi songs? Why would they? What's in it for them? No Hindi film is running there, other than some famous ones. Even those, not like a common audience would go and see those movies. Even if we go to a Hindi movie, it's probably dubbed to Tamil. Why would we watch in Hindi? Because we don't even know Hindi or understand Hindi. So it was too unrealistic. Please bear with me because I'm mentioning it again. Yeah, that's it for the rant, and that's it for the book review. Hope you liked the video and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Bye.